fast here. With everything mocked up, we can see that obviously this frame's off of a bigger Bronco, and the body doesn't fit.
We are here this morning back with The Thing, and today we are doing video 2. The guys are going to start tearing this apart. And remember, I challenged them to a budget build. They can only use used parts. We got to do inventory on what we have here on the property, and then they can only do pick and pulls or marketplace or whatever they can find that's used. Nothing new. Well, maybe I'll allow them to have new nuts and bolts. Safety reasons. Nothing else new though, right?
You got everybody here today. You got Nathan. You got John. You got Pops. You know Kevin and I. We're the regulars. We are tackling the thing today. But before we tackle the thing, it's probably important you guys understand the backstory of the thing. How the thing came about. It's all famous now. Thank you, Wild Horses. Thank you, Mitch. How did we get the thing, Kev?
Well, I think you and I were kind of racing each other on Marketplace, and you sent a message to me, say, hey, did you see this thing? I said, yeah, it's on my trailer, coming back with it. After that, you know, it's kind of notorious now.
Originally, it was just going to be the logo of the shop. We were going to put it out in the corner. Boss lady wouldn't let us do that.
No, it was just going to be yard art, and it was going to be kind of our logo for Bronco games, and that kind of went to bed. So now she said, I'm sick of looking at it out in the field. Do something with this thing. And I was like, it's not this thing, it's the thing.
She was kind of rude when she told us that.
Yeah, she interrupted our talk about lunch.
I know, that was rude. But anyways, today, here's the plan. We are going to take everything you see except for the frame and the tires off the thing. So we're going to get the body off, the chicken wire off, the gross seats that Nathan is so graciously setting in off. How's that roll cage fit you up there, bud?
Well, I don't think it's very safe. It ain't safe at all.
So we're going to get all this off, put a set of tires on it so we have a rolling chassis. We got John, who's going to be sitting here going, well, how the heck am I supposed to put an early Bronco body on this frame? Well, that's what he's going to have to figure out. But we're going to grab that early Bronco. We're going to bring it over here. It's going to be a fun video. You guys want to see us build something. We will make this run and drive. Will it be safe?
No.
Will it be fun?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So buckle up. As we always come up with a plan, so let's divide, conquer, and plan. How are we getting all this apart?
Well, Sawzall.
Torches.
Torches.
Heat. Okay.
Lots of heat. Yeah. We got to start cutting this cage out for one.
Okay.
Sawzall.
So we got Sawzall blades. We got a torch.
Okay.
We need to get that front clip off because we actually want to use that front clip,
I think
or at least the fenders.
A pair of us tackle the roll cage and the seats. Another pair tackle the front clip.
Okay.
That should put us to work. That should give us, you know, a good start, and then we can see how to get the chicken wire floorboard off. Safety first. Let's go.
All right, you can see we're moving fast here. Front clip's off already. That homemade roll bar gone. I think we're working on the floor now. I'm breathing heavy. I'm a heavy guy, don't judge me. Seats are coming out. When you got 5 hands, this stuff goes pretty quick. we're getting close. So right now, Pops is cutting off the last support brace to what was the firewall. We should be able to rip the floor out. Then we got a bare chassis. Obviously, there's gonna be a ton of cleanup here. We're gonna have to fix some stuff on this, but this is a big step, right? Get everything thrown out, then we'll grab what we want to put in. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna strategically come up with a plan on how we're gonna do this, when we're gonna do what. So let's discuss something before we go too much further. Do we want to cut these homemade body mounts out, or do we want to come get the body and leave these on because they're useful for us?
See what we're working with first. Yeah, I wouldn't cut them until we at least make sure they're not going to fit.
Okay. I mean, we'll leave this big tranny in here for now. I don't think there's a point in ripping that out. Woo. Look at that bad boy. So do we want to go grab a body? Just put it up here next to it, eyeball it. We can change we got to change the wheels and tires and put rollers on it. Quick work. It's definitely a big block tranny though.
Just gotta have a big block, man.
You got a big block you want to donate to the thing? Comment, hit us up.
And remember, they can only use used parts.
We have a 302. We can't buy stuff for this. It all has to be donated, given, or what we have here. And don't get it twisted, we're not asking for free stuff. We have a ton of stuff here.
Except for food. You can give us free food.
Feed me.
We don't have a big block though. Got a big block at home. It needs to make noise and go, in low. We'll take it.
Obviously, this isn't going to fit just the way it is. We have middle section out there. We did cut just in front of the B-pillars. Make this section fit. Section in flooring pieces. Make this section fit.
That was my idea this morning. John, you're the fabricator. What's your thoughts?
This is obviously, I mean, it's not going to directly bolt right on, so we're definitely going to have to do some finagling on it. Like Kevin said, I say we make the rear fit, we make the front fit, and then figure out the center afterwards.
Where do you think we should cut? Should we cut just the braces and what's left of the rockers and get this piece on?
Yeah, we don't want to hurt the integrity of the back.
He said integrity is going on the thing.
We already cut it right in front of the B-pillar.
Okay, that'd give you enough material to connect?
Yeah.
Are we going to cut at the base of the
No,
floor?
let's just cut straight down.
So there's a brace that goes here.
You don't want to keep all that connected, firewall all the way?
Well, the brace is at the B-pillar.
Okay.
We can get it up on there and
We
see.
just take the fenders off, put those fenders on.
See what it looks like the way it is.
About where the body mounts are on an early Bronco before we start cutting everything. We have 2 in the back, right? We have 2 here.
Yeah.
We have 2 here. And we have 2 here. So we can try to set this on with some 2x4s and then measure. Or John's suggestion was that we buzz this portion off here and that portion over there, and then we set the body on it. Okay. What's your thoughts, guys? We got a lot of brains here.
From there to there is 55 plus or minus a little bit. If we were straight, 55 would be here. If we tried to reuse those.
Well, I'm not really thinking about reusing them. We're just using it to sit on top, see where we need to be. Take the trash off the top of there just so that they'll sit somewhat even.
You want this off.
I want that off.
Okay.
That way the body will sit somewhat even.
And you want this off.
And that off. So that then we can figure out where the mounts need to be. Right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to just see how the body's going to fit on here. Obviously with all this trash in the way, we're going to have issues with it even sitting level. Once Ed gets all this extra metal off the top here, we'll at least have a chance to let the body sit flat so we can see where we need to put body on.
to be said, we don't recycle around here. You guys recognize these wheels? If you don't, go watch Huck's video. These are bent, tires are jacked. Perfect for the thing right now.
We're about to see how tweaked this frame is once we get 4 level tires on here.
What you guess?
Low front driver.
Big thank you to Kylie and the family for letting us use the wheels. They don't know, they don't now. Thank you, love you guys.
Taking out those old tractor tires, basically. We put on some spare set of tires off a Huck, just so that way we can get her square, see what our frame's looking like. We even have somebody out with a level here. Don't know how well that's gonna work.
Dude, come here, guys.
Perfect, ain't it?
0.
Not bad for sitting in a field, and we got our all of our body mounts, well, these custom body mounts anyway, trimmed down. Try to clear that body. We're gonna see what we're working with when we set that on here.
Now let's line up the tires to the wheel wells so that we know where to start.
I say we get the Sawzall
Sawzall.
ready because it's gonna hit this, and we're just cut into the bed for now, and just cut a bigger piece so it gives us some movement, so we can actually set it on there. Because we know the body's gonna hit right here.
It might not.
Let's find out.
41.
They cut it in half.
From that piece to that piece.
So they'll be out here on this inside of the wheel well. They'll be in here.
No, they won't.
It's the same thing I have to cut into mine to put the coils in the rear.
Well, technically this thing could go in further.
We're
These
gonna notch
coils
it.
are sitting.
Let's just set it on there and
Well,
go from
these
there.
right here are going to be in here.
They're not.
They're not.
Okay, let's go.
He thinks we're wrong. I
But
think they're
it's
gonna,
this way. It's not this way. It's this way. It's going to set these might be in there, but these will not.
well, this is what we're hitting. All right, let's just.
How many babies does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Much for 1, 2, 3.
Okay, switch the spots. This is light. This is fine. No, it's not. Listen, old man. Okay. 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 Let it go down. Down.
Okay.
Down.
Is that all the way back?
No.
Go all the way back as far as we can with this top on.
We got 4 inches. Okay. There we go.
That's not bad. That's about where my Bronco's is. Square on this mount, actually pretty good.
Can it come this way? So we
I
need
haven't
to
looked
cut.
at left and
We
right.
almost need a whole full inch.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, it's still not all the way down.
We're on the front
We're on
there.
the coil deal.
And you're on the coil back there. It's gonna work. I mean, we could set it
We're gonna weld the shit out of it.
on the wooden blocks.
Cut right here. We can get this side down to sit on this.
Here was my initial idea. If we cut here, and then we cut these body mounts, these secondary body mounts out, we cut the third out, we should be able to put this down on the frame.
Mhm.
Then we can bushing with double body mounts here to make the body level. Does that make sense?
How far are we gonna put down?
Because you have a body mount right here,
3 inches, 3.5.
right here. Because right now, if we do all that, the way this frame goes, the body's going to sit cockeyed. But if we concentrate on making this level, we can make bushings to bring in the front up.
We're really close. It actually fits in there pretty decent right now because we have these coil cups in the back that the early Broncos don't have. We're catching this lip of the wheel well right here. That's the only thing that's holding this body up from basically sitting right where we need it. So we're gonna try and pound this in. If not, we'll just get in and we'll cut a little section out and see if it'll slide right down in there.
That help? You wanna grab the Sawzall?
Sawzall.
Trials and tribulations, right? So we're trying to put an early Bronco body on a 78, 79 chassis. So right now we're cutting, we're trimming, we're trying to get the rear set, and then we're gonna worry about the front. So today I think we'll get the rear on, then we're gonna sit down and make our project list like I mentioned earlier, but we're almost there.
I mean, we can cut it. There's a hangover. Almost, that's what I'm wondering.
We're up
If we
against.
cut that, right now we're rubbing on that.
So there's play in that. If we lift this up, we can cut 1/4 inch half inch off of that.
Right on the wall.
Got the body really close. It looks like it needs to pivot driver rear a little. This mid brace right here is kind of holding this up because it's on the body mount bracket or on the body brace bracket. So if we trim this a little, we should get a little bit of play. Swing that rear end over. We're going to be pretty close to center and sitting where we need to be.
There we go. Now we're right up on it again.
The only way to get it down is take these other 2-inch blocks off of it.
We're pretty centered on this frame now.
I don't think we have to.
So just leave it like it is. Leave it up.
Once we bolt this side down.
2 degrees. 1 degree.
I want to diet.
Oh, that right there, that's 0. All right, so with the mock-up of the body sort of in place, we're going to mock up the front end to see how funny this thing is going to look before we do actually echo work to it. So with everything mocked up, we can see that obviously this frame's off of a bigger Bronco, and the body doesn't fit. So what we're running into is the tires are going to stick out way further in the front than what Ed would like. What we're talking about is possibly extending these fenders. To me, it just seems easier if we extended them in the rear so that we wouldn't have to try and splice 3 pieces of fender together. That way, the grill is going to sit more flush with whatever bumper, or if there's going to be a bumper, there's definitely not going to be a 6x10 sitting in here.
I like the idea of pushing it forward. I know it's a little bit more work, but let's show the guys we can do something, even though this is very much a rat rod type Bronco. I also think by doing that, it might allow for Nathan's big block pretty easily to go in there as well. Obviously, big project. We got a ton done today. Early Bronco body on it, at least mocked up. We got some work to do in the front end, but we all know if we start a project this big and we don't make a list of to do, we're never going to get it done strategically. So let's work together real quick, make this list. First thing I'm going to put on it is engine. These are things we need. If we do a big block, or if we can find a big block, that transmission should bolt up to it. So we're going to put big block, question mark. We know we have a 302. What else, guys? Help me make the list. I'm going to put gauges.
Radiator.
Do we really need to have gauges? I mean, this is not going to go that far.
Yeah, we would want to know if it has oil pressure and water. I agree. I don't think it needs a speedometer or anything along those lines, but I also, in the likes of that, I don't think it needs a wiring on it either. I think we just wire up a switch panel. We'll have headlights.
We can use house wiring for that.
Tail lights.
Switch. There we go. We can use it, yeah. House switch.
I think it needs to have headlights, tail lights, push button start, body work. Question mark. Seats. Nathan brought in harnesses, gas pedal, roll bar, steering.
Should be able to mock all this up to that steering box I have.
Okay.
As far as the body goes, I mean, can't really do anything at the front of it until we get the rear completely mounted permanently, right?
We'll start with this list, and this list will grow, but let's do priority list. Secure body, right? What do we need to do that?
Bolts, body mounts.
Boss lady? Can we buy nuts and bolts?
Well, you have a lot here already.
That didn't answer the question.
I have to think about that.
Safety we have to buy. Alright, so...
This is not, there's going to be nothing safe about this Bronco.
Yeah, but I don't think Nathan's going to strap himself in with a ratchet strap.
As many used things as possible.
Yes, John, we can buy some bolts. Alright, so priority 1 is secure the rear of the body. We'll get some hardware to do that. We need some body mounts, the floor we have, the roll bar we have. Okay, that's the list we'll start with. Guys, if you enjoy this video and all these guys here, please check back with us. We made our list. We're going to check it twice.
He's making a list, checking it twice.
We're going to start with our number 1 priority, as you just saw, which is to secure the rear of the body. We're going to work forward from there. This is video 2. I don't know how many videos it'll take us to do this, but it's going to be a lot. Hopefully you like the thing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Please like.
Please follow.
Please subscribe.
I feel like these boys all need tetanus shots working on this.